What's up? Yo, it's your boy OMD, and this is the Corner Store Podcast, episode 113, 113. We in the crib. It's hot as hell out here in the valley. It's hot as hell in the San Fernando Valley. We are not in the Corner Store Podcast studios. We are inside, man. We are inside. We are in the crib, out of the elements for show. For show, we are not going to be outside. Even though it's not as hot as it has been in LA, in the valley, San Fernando Valley, I ain't going to be out there today. So we in the crib with it. I appreciate you guys. It's been amazing. To have all of the response I've been having on the Corner Store television YouTube channel. I appreciate somebody peeked their head in here and then I guess they got the hell on out of here, but it is what it is. But this is Corner Store Podcast episode 113. The thing I'm going to be talking about today is a couple things. One is the fact that YouTube is making all these different changes in how you can present your material or your content. The chat is on. Hold on. I think I'm getting a message here. Yeah, it is on. All right. They've changed the way that you can do your lives. You had the ability to be able to do a wide shot for your live. If you do a live podcast, a live stream, whatever. And now they've taken that ability away and you have to do it vertically. Unless you either pre-record or you use a video switcher to have different angles. Which is something I've been working on as far as getting my podcast to that point. And I do have the equipment. I've even procured some of the cameras, but I got to get it technically sound and up and running sound wise, image wise, before I even go on with that. So I was going to just keep doing it the way I've been doing it until we get the studio to where it needs to be. But guess what? YouTube was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. So when you set up a podcast or a live now, what you get is a message saying you can't do it vertically. Not even saying it. It's just the option to do it that way it's just not there no more. So this is why we doing it the way we doing it. And just do me a favor, be sure to like, subscribe, and also leave comments on everything. Your boy appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We almost at 10,000 subs. I couldn't be more proud and happy about that. I'm also going to start shooting this, the podcast. I'm going to start pre-recording it. This is probably going to be my last live. That's the other option I failed to mention. Or either you can pre-record your show. It'll be shot vertically that way. And then you just load it up on YouTube. I think that's what they're trying to get people to move towards more than, just shooting live streams. I don't know why they're doing that. Or maybe if you're going to shoot a live stream, they only want you to shoot it this way. If you're going to shoot like a pod or something or a video, they want you to either shoot it outside of the spectrum of, vertically versus horizontally, which I think is kind of weird. I like to shoot my live streams horizontally so you can get, to see more of the room and more of the image. This way it's like, it's just narrow. It's a narrow perspective. So that's just, it is what it is on that. One of the things I want to talk about today, the NBA draft. Now, I don't know if this is this is finally some sports I'm talking about pretty much the whole damn show. I'm going to talk about this because I think it's really intriguing that we have an NBA system today. By the way, the Boston That sounds like I'm losing my damn mind. Boston. It's Boston. The Boston Celtics won the NBA championship this year. Shout out to Jason Tatum and his crew. Made some incredible moves in the off season, free agency wise, by picking up Kristaps Porzingis and also Drew Holiday, who had just won the chip with the Bucks the previous year, if I'm not mistaken, or previous years. Oh yeah, Denver won the year before last. But anyway, I find it amazing how powerful players are today. I'm all for it, but sometimes it could taint the game, and this is what I mean by that. Some of these players think, some of them think they're businessmen, and they're not. There are some in the league who you could consider really good businessmen, real good businessmen, smart businessmen. You know what I'm saying? Deserve the title businessman. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these other motherfuckers that's in the league that don't have no reason. They better let their lawyer or they fucking uh agent agent handle. I don't know, whatever. Dry ass throat all of a sudden. Let their agent handle that shit. Or they gonna fuck around and fuck they shit up and they ain't getting no money. And the deal's gonna be terrible because they think they know how to handle business and they don't. But the fact of the matter is, it is an unprecedented amount of power that players have today. For the simple fact that LeBron James, who plays for the Lakers and just was re-signed by them, I think, or extended by them, has the chance. Well, he's so powerful now that, and I don't think there's a catch-22 here too. I don't think LeBron should be affiliated with one of the biggest sports agencies in the league. I mean, in the world. I mean, him and that Maverick Carter, they represent some really important athletes in other sports, from soccer to hockey, basketball, football. These guys are like putting their hands in everything. So it's kind of almost like a conflict of interest that LeBron on the Lakers, he's really holding them hostage. And this brother is actually going to get his wish to where his son, Bronny James, will be drafted today. The draft just started right here at 1 p.m. Pacific. And there's a chance at the 55th pick that the Lakers have. And by the way, the first day of the draft, which was yesterday, the Lakers had they made an amazing pick, a real smart pick. This pick is smart. Don't necessarily mean all the rest of it is going to be smart either. But I got an opinion on that too. This kid they picked up, a white kid with explosive hops out of Tennessee, and supposed to be a real sharp shooter. This kid's supposed to be able to really hit the threes, the whole nine, and play defense. That's one thing the Lakers need, is a 3-and-D guy, for freaking sure. So I'll give them yesterday. I'll give y'all yesterday. I'll give you that pick yesterday. But that don't mean you're smart. But I'll say this. The fact that players are so powerful, like LeBron, who seem to be considered in this generation the GOAT of the NBA, the GOAT of basketball players, which is totally false. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, then Kobe Bryant, and then maybe we could talk you, LeBron, has so much power that he can get the Lakers to pick his son. Now, this is the thing that's so weird about this whole situation. Now, it was weird because the fact of a guy like LeBron having so much power to be able to do what he's going to do, or do what he's doing, to manipulate the team he plays for, to actually pick his son, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA. It looked like that's all it was about his power, him flexing his power. But guess what? Fucking Bronny is an actual need for the Lakers. An actual need. Bronny James is an actual need at a position for the Lakers. And from what I can tell by looking at some of the workouts he's had, and also, you know, because he was in the summer league. A lot of people don't know that. Not the NBA summer league, but the combine. And he was out there looking kind of wet and defensive on the blocking shots. Now, he didn't do any of this shit. Now, maybe these guys have been plotting all along that and told Bronny to like, oh, you're gonna have this. I don't think it's fake. I ain't gonna say his cardiac situation was fake, but I just saw a video today where he was dancing with his daddy, going off. I'm like, damn, didn't that kid just have a heart attack? You know what I'm saying? I was worried about him dancing over there and all that. Man, what if Bronny James wasn't even sick and didn't have no heart thing and he just didn't want to play or something because he thought he'd get hurt? Maybe they just said, let's plan you know what I'm saying, that you don't play because you had this heart thing because you're going to play. And he comes into the league just balling, hitting threes, D'ing niggas up, all that. What if it was the plan all along to slide his ass in there to play with LeBron and they actually ball the fuck out? First time in history a father and son plays together on the same team and they just hoop dream the fuck out of it. God damn. Who's a betting person that's going to be on this live that sees this live that'll go and make a bet like that in Las Vegas? That the Lakers would not only make the playoffs, but get to the Western Conference Finals. I ain't going to go as far as say that the Lakers will go to the finals. That's just nuts, especially with the roster they got. They not really. They got a lot of work to do just to even make AC with the roster they got. And speaking of rosters and the chance that Bronny James will go to the Lakers, the fucking Clippers, who are a team that obviously I think everybody seems to know or realize I fuck with, especially them moving into the new Intuit Arena, which is right there in Inglewood, right next to the Rams and Chargers Stadium. You Clippers, don't fuck this up, man. Paul George talking about he might be out of there. Kawhi Leonard, ever since he left them other teams that he balled out for and got rings for, this nigga been a broken vase. We can't crazy glue this nigga back together again. He can't play a full season. When he do play, he be great one game. I don't understand what's going on. I think, are they robbing niggas blind? Are they taking this Microsoft dude, Steve Ballmer, to the cleaners and just fucking, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Because Steve Ballmer understands that, he got to keep a team together. He don't want them to be terrible moving into this new arena. So these players are unprecedentedly have a lot of power today to kind of tell these owners to fuck off, all kind of shit. I want the players. I'm on the other side of it. I'm broke like they was before they became superstars or whatnot. But it's just like anything else, man. You give people too much power, they start abusing it, and then the game or whatever they represent starts to look whack. Shit, it's not the same no more. You tell me if the league then got soft when niggas be taking off and motherfuckers don't want to play, talking about I don't do back-to-backs. Where the fuck they do that at? And then JJ Redick had a nerve to say, oh, well, back then when Larry Bird was playing and when Bob Cousy was playing, him hitting triple doubles and doing whatever he did is because they was playing against plumbers and TV repairmen. JJ Redick, you wasn't nothing, nigga. You came up in the time when everybody was dope. All you could do was shoot the ball. And then when they shut that down, what else could you do? Nathan, not nothing. Nathan, nigga, Nathan hot dogs. You used to be able to not do shit. Not a damn thing. And for you to get that job as the Laker head coach over Sam Cassell, who just won a championship and has been on the bench for 2 other previous championship teams, is fucking hilarious to me. And that just proves that the fucking NBA, just like all the rest of these sports leagues, are fucking retarded. And it's all about who you know versus what you can do. And that's facts. JJ Redick ain't no fucking basketball coach. He's a great analyst, great talker. He could talk his way into a fucking hefty bag. But the fact of the matter is him getting his job is like him trying to talk his way out of the hefty bag, which he won't be able to do. And that's just facts. You know what I'm saying? It's really a shame that players who are aware of substance, that won awards, that have, done things in this league will get, they'd rather hire a coach who ain't won nothing or done nothing. And they'll hire a coach. And if they hire ex-coach like what's that boy's name? That coach in Atlanta. Uh, Forget, he used to be coach in Utah. I can't think of his name. But anyway, he used to play. He ain't done nothing. It ain't about the coach. It's about what the coach's mind is all about. It's what the coach will represent. It's what kind of culture and work ethic the coach is going to bring in. That's what it's all about. You bring in a strong work ethic into any program and discipline. Not overexerted discipline, bullshit discipline, talking tough discipline, the type of discipline that'll get a coach choked. Sprewell. But the type of discipline that shows the kids that you love them and you finna teach them the best way you know how to whoop somebody else's ass across the field, basketball court, or ice rink, or track and field opponent, whatever. All we know is this. Sometimes you can choose the wrong person for the supposed right reason, or vice versa. I'm talking about sports today in the NBA because the draft is on, obviously, but also because of the first rule of thumb in most situations. It's all about the fucking money. It's all about how many tickets we can sell versus how many games we can win. Because if it was about the games, they would make the proper. And I'll say that about the Dallas Cowboys, the team I like. It's the same with the Cowboys. I think if Jerry Jones really won a Super Bowl championship, if he really does, he would relinquish some of the stranglehold on how this team is composed and how they play, and leave that to the people that know. Because if he did that, he'd win. And I think Jerry knows that. And I think Jerry also still wants to be told and patted on the back at damn near 80 years old. Wow, you so smart. You so this. Nigga, you smart for buying the team. Let that be the thing that people hang their hat on. Jerry buying that team and putting that staff together is what the fuck? Telling you, man, he's a smart motherfucker, man. That man, but instead they sit up there, if Jerry just leave this goddamn team alone, we might be able to get a championship around here, get a Lombardi trophy. But he don't want to do that because he's a power-hungry weirdo with his skin sliding off his face. If he gets that skin tucked again, he gonna look like Skeletor. Stop. Let age take its course, man. You know what I'm saying? You could get some of that. What is that commercial where they had the lady putting the shit under the dad's eyes and the little puffy shit went away? You probably looking at me thinking, shit, I don't sleep enough. My mattress is terrible. I'm working on that, by the way. But to be real with y'all, everything is always about money. And the fact of the matter is, if the person who wants the money so bad just realized all you had to do was treat people the right way, you'll get the money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get the money. This government can do the same thing. There's only 400, 500 million people in the United States. They could give everybody in this country 1 million. They give 500 billion to another country to fight a war that we ain't even involved in, but they can't give 500 million to the American people. It makes no fucking sense. They'll say, "Oh, to bankrupt the country." How the fuck is it gonna bankrupt the country? You bankrupt the country when you send 5 billion and 10 billion, this and that, to other countries to fight their own wars because there's some kind of political stake you have in that country. There's other countries you'll let them destroy themselves because you have no control over whatever resource that they have. So when their turmoil starts and they start infighting, which, mind you, for those who don't realize this, when all of these things start happening in these small countries and the government is overthrown or all of this nonsense comes out about them being dictatorships or whatever, that could have been all doctored to start up some kind of upheaval, or they could emplace some people that may be Guyanese or Kenyan or wherever that didn't even grow up there to fucking start making the people revolt and turn against the government. I'm telling you, man, there's some evil fucking regimes in this country that want to keep their billions and billions of fucking dollars, and they'll do anything. You hear what I'm saying? Any fucking thing to keep their money going. You know what I'm saying? And that's the wickedness of shit to me. It just appalls me. You know what I'm saying? It's appalling. But you know you only one person. You got your own family to think about. You got your own problems to take care of. So you can't go fight that battle. And even if you could drum up 10, 15 people that's like-minded like you, that were like, yeah, this shit is bullshit. What y'all gonna do? The only way you can fight injustice is to call it out where you see it, especially if it's big injustice. Call it out where you see it, stand up against that shit, but you keep driving on and making yourself a success because monetary shit rules the day in this country. You ain't necessarily gotta love money, but procuring it so you could be as powerful as all the rest of these evil folk and be on their level and be ready to kick ass and take names if you need to is very, very important. Super important. Reason why I have a podcast, let alone these other shows, is to show my ability to, put some type of content on. I wish I had the ability to pay for like films and make this an actual TV station one day. That's my dream, to actually have a corner store network, corner store television network, where I can show the films that I love. Have I miss the days, goddamn it, when you remember Black Belt Theater. I'm an older dude, but I don't know if you remember on Saturdays or Friday nights they had Black Belt Theater. You could watch kung fu movies, be like 2 or 3 kung fu movies come on. Whoa, you know what I'm saying? I used to love Black Belt Theater. I want to do that one day. I want to have a network where I can actually, what I'm saying, Monday, this is what we're gonna have on during this time. You know what I'm saying? Obviously after 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll say 2. My network will probably rock from, let's just say we do infomercials and bullshit to sell time from 2 a.m. until 7 a.m. And then my network comes back on with the programming. That would be fucking tight. I like on a Monday, ain't a lot of people, everybody at work during the daytime. So I want to get some cool ass shows, you know what I'm saying, for the housewives, you know what I'm saying? I'd have some little cool little dramas, maybe a couple comedies for them to laugh at while they cleaning up or whatever. But at night, I want to have at least a couple of cool movies. You know what I'm saying? On Saturday, of course, I want to do the Black Belt Theater. I want to have a monster day, you know what I'm saying? For Corner Store Television, if I ever get the network popping. Godzilla, the whole shit. Gamera, nigga, Ultra, man, the whole fucking shebang. That's a dream of mine. I also want to feature real hip hop music on that show. You know what I'm saying? Today's hip hop is cool and all that, but I don't ever want us to forget where we came from. That's the reason why I got all the hip hop stuff I have on MC Light and all that. I'm not saying necessarily, hell, if Light and them, I'd have a cool little show or something on, with a cool MC that's going to not only premiere artists that up to date of our choosing, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, because you know what I'm saying? We want to have, artists that we dig in the music we fuck with. But, the old people like MC Light and them, all that, we wouldn't mind having them on there and all that. You know what I'm saying? Light still perform to this day, looking good in her 50s. You know what I'm saying? Queen Latifah, I have to admit, looks good to be damn near 60 years old. You know what I mean? Give them their props. Anybody that's still here, from back in the day, not only from back in the day, performing and they still making bread, you got to give them their props. Hopefully they ain't sold a sizzy to the dizzy. But if they still here and it's all good to the good, we got to be happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I would hope motherfuckers want to be happy for me if I ever pop off and get to where I need to be. You'd be like, oh man, that's that nigga from the what's that shit? YouTube, Corner Store TV. Oh damn, that's all easy. Oh, I want you to be happy for me. You know what I'm saying? I would want you to be happy that your boy, made it or did something. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you watching Corner Store TV and you looking at me and you giving me the appreciation of even being around to check out what I'm doing, I appreciate it. And if I ever make it, believe me, you were investing your time watching somebody who truly gonna pass that shit on to the unfortunate. There's some people out there know damn well they want to do something, but they just can't put their finger on it, what they want to do. And a lot of those people who really just be going to work and be just miserable, and they artistic people. Artistic, not autistic, artistic. They want to do art, whether it's music or act or sing or paint or something. They want to do that because you probably watch, if you are watching this live right now and you frustrated with your job, this shit is bullshit. I wish I could do it. Da, 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 da. You have an artistic soul. You probably want to do something artistic, or at least something that's out of the norm. Ain't nobody, if there's plenty of bus drivers out there who love what they do. They, I don't know what they do when they off their job, but they be like, that's the job for me. It's gonna pay me. I'm gonna pay my house note. I'm gonna be good. I ain't no comic. I ain't this. I ain't that. I'm just regular cat, and they happy with that. Cool, because that's what it's really all about. Is happiness. It's all about really just being happy. So if you happy in that mode and that, in your price range and that money level, man, I'm all for it. But if you miserable and you're supposed to be doing something more and you feel it and you just taste it and you hiding at work, all that, you know what to do. You know what to do. Start heading toward that passion. Start heading toward it. Don't fuck around. What T.I. say? Do this shit expeditiously. You feel me? Keep it a band, man. You gotta, come. If you don't fulfill that desire, man, you're gonna be miserable. I'm 57. I had 20 some odd years and trying to figure it out, and it was miserable. It was horrible. And then, acting, doing some comedy here and there, improv, shit, a little bit of everything. And it's been helping me live. Then I started thinking about this, and I just knew I wanted to do pods and shit and do content. I love music, so I love critiquing it. That's where the new artist show come from. I love comic books. I don't give a fuck. I'm a gangster nerd ass nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? Up and smoke, nigga, all day. We smoking the whole shit, bang bang. But we also like Marvel, nigga, Star Wars. Saw the Acolyte episode today. I should give you critique on that. Now, the first, matter of fact, let me throw that in real quick. If you haven't seen Star Wars, the Acolyte is a Jedi Chronicle show on Disney Plus. That shit is cool. It was up and down. When it first started, it was cool, interesting, you talking, you know how they set shit up. Man, this motherfucking one Sith nigga is a monster. And I know it was smart that they went and got these Asian actors to play Jedi Knights because, they incorporated the martial arts into the fighting now, which is like the movements is ridiculous with the swords. But I already had, and my girl had attested to this, I didn't pitch it to him, but I already came up with a story about 3-4 years ago called the Jedi Knight Chronicles that I would have loved to have set up a synopsis and pitched it to them. But then they come out with this. It ain't like I talked to nobody or said something to somebody and they wouldn't, they might have had this in the works a long time ago. But what they fucking missing out on is to have a real show about the Jedi. Now, and they should leave the past alone when it comes to Star Wars. Stop talking about Luke, Luke and Lawyer, not the General Hospital. Luke and Leia, and kill them motherfuckers. They gone. All that shit over. Hell, they beat Sidious in that last bullshit movie. Sidious dead now. They blew up his ships, all that. Leave that shit alone. This should be a whole new day. I think advancements should be slightly an uptick in advancement some kind of way, because damn well with all them spaceships and all the shit they had on Star Wars, damn well they had to be coming up with new technologies all the time. So let's just say it's 100 years. When it first come on, it should say 100 years has passed since that Sidious's death. We ain't seen no empire, nothing. We ain't seen nothing. And then all of a sudden, but there's Jedis. There had to be some kind of cops. It ain't the Rebel Alliance no more. It's just the Empire, blah, blah, blah. Police, da, 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 da. In some kind of way, a new order of dark fuckers rise up, and then the Jedi motherfuckers got to do. That shit would have been hard as hell. But the Acolyte show, I'll give it to it. It's cool. It ain't bad. It picked up last 2 episodes. The last 2 episodes were solid. I'll give it to it. But the show, since we're talking about shows, and I just critiqued that one, I might as well critique this one. If you're not watching The Boys, that superhero show that comes on Amazon, you're missing out. That shit is fucking. I've watched all the seasons from season 1 to season 4, and let me tell you something. That fucking show is amazing. The Boys is one of the most intelligent. Is one of the smartest. The only reason why it's that smart is because it's a graphic novel. For anybody who knows, it's a comic book already about the boys and Homelander and all those characters. But this is obviously the live action versions of it. And I have to admit, the show is pretty fucking phenomenal. The writing is crazy. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. From what I'm understanding, and saw the kid who plays the character who's like Aquaman on that show. He was on Jimmy Fallon last night. And from what I understand, the plan is to do 5 seasons. And then the 5th season, which will be next season, will be the last season of that show. And I don't know why they be doing that, man. I think you should have 10-year runs on these shows. But then again, characters that be on shows for 10 years and shit like that, I mean, I don't think they get typecast. But after a while, as an actor, you be like, I can't play this character no more. I'm fucking tired of this shit. So I could get it if motherfuckers is ready to get up out of there. I get it. But it is really an intelligent show. If you haven't seen The Acolyte on Disney Plus or The Boys on Amazon, I think you should check that out. And yeah, crazy ass day. NBA draft. Bronny James might actually get drafted by the LA Lakers. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure. I ain't going in front. I think it's gonna happen. And LeBron James actually has more power than any player I've ever seen in basketball in a long time. Over one of the most powerful teams influentially in the NBA in the history of this league. So times have changed, y'all. Hey, yo, this your boy OMD, man. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today. I thought that was the most intriguing thing that was going on. Other than all of the war bullshit and the politics stuff, ain't really a whole lot to talk about. And there's been some really negative shit going on in the world today. And I really just didn't want to talk about the murders or any of the cop corruption videos that I had. So we're going to keep that for next week. There's quite a bit of that going on. I think I'm going to go ahead and make a list of it. But this is episode 113. If you're not at work and you're at home and you got time, turn on ESPN and check out the draft, see where Bronny James end up. Lakers pick is coming up at 55. So let's see. Y'all have a good day. It's your boy OMD. I'll holler at you. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment to all of the content on here. Check out my shorts, everything. Appreciate you. Love y'all. New material, new shit coming up soon.